So a lot of you don't know this about me, but I'm actually a gigantic Magic the Gathering nerd. And I just got home from my local game store's pre-release for Kamigawa Neon Dynasty, and as such, I bought myself a fancy set booster box, and we're gonna do a box opening right now. But before we get to that, and those of you just here for the box opening, go ahead and skip ahead in the timeline. I just want to explain why I want to start doing Magic content, because it's important to me. So, those of you that know me really well know that I was really struggling with my mental health last year, and I actually quit streaming because of it. I just couldn't deal with it. It just was so rough on my mental health. And when I was looking for something to do with my life and something to do with my free time in general, Magic was there for me. I went to my local game store. I learned how I played a lot of Commander. I met a lot of really cool new friends, and it just gave me something to look forward to every week. And it's become a really big, important part of my life. So I want to share that with you all, and I want to start making some Magic content for this YouTube channel. I'm not going to guarantee like weekly uploads or super regular videos, but I figured it would be fun to do some box openings and maybe some deck lists for Commander. So that's my plan for the foreseeable future for this channel. I want to start doing some cool, fun Magic content. So today we're gonna start with this Kamigawa Neon Dynasty set booster box opening. So before we get started here, I'll go ahead and show you all the fancy buy a box promo that you get just for buying a box. It is Satoru Umezawa. He's the fancy ninjutsu commander that I'm going to actively refuse to play against because he's just super broken. But anyway, this is what the buy a box promo looks like. I'll show it under the second camera right now, and that art is amazing. So I guess we'll just go ahead and hop into opening this box. So let's hop over to the second camera right now, and I will go ahead and start opening this. We have our Kamigawa Neon Dynasty booster box with that fancy Wizards shrink wrap on it. So let's go ahead and start opening this. And I've never done a box opening like this before with the two camera setup. So this will be interesting to see how this turns out. We'll put the box right over here. Open it up. I'm gonna shake my desk a little bit. Open it up like so. We have this fancy insert right here. No draft archetypes on this one. This just tells you to go download the companion and to meet Kaito. I'll probably read that later. For the meantime, I'm gonna throw that off into the corner. And let's just get started. I just go grab one booster at a time, and let's go ahead and open them. Get that to focus on the camera. I've got number 1. These are set boosters, so they're a little bit different than draft boosters. A samurai token, and I already did this backwards, already messing everything up. We got this nice art card here. We have the gorgeous, these basic lands that come in Neon Dynasty are just so beautiful. And this is my favorite version of the planes. There's 2 different ones. I guess I'll put these in a pile down here. We have our uncommon Ninja Rat Boy. We got the Imperial Soldier, which, by the way, these additional treatments, I won't take this long on every single pack, but these additional treatments, I think this is the ninja frame on these, are so cool looking. I love all these additional cool extra art borders they've been doing lately. So we'll sort this out as commons, uncommons, and then rares. We have the Kami of Industry. Got ourselves Kami's Flare, which this card right here wrecked me in the pre-release. I had to mulligan down to 4 cards in one match, and the guy had 2 of those in his hand. He killed the only creatures I had. It was gross. Our Covert Technician. I know y'all really just want to see the rares, but I really, really like all of the art and everything for this set, so I'm really going to go through it. Got another common there, and here we have the Lizard Blades, which give your creature a double strike, and it has a double strike itself because it's a reconfigure card. We also got our first foil. Nice. Put foils below there. All right, on to pack 2. We have a lot of these to go through. Wait, how many are in a set box? It doesn't say. I guess we'll just figure it out as we go. All right, here we have another art card. This is one of the Swampity Swamps. Put art cards over there. We got another Plains. Hell yeah. Got our Futurist Operative, which is a citizen with base power and toughness as long as he's tapped. That is an uncommon. Not really sure how I would use that. I'm not much of a red player. Searchlight Companion. That's a common. We've got ourselves a Coiling Stalker, an heir of the ancient fang. I don't know how they come up with all these names. They must have like an entire writing group, probably bigger than like any sort of TV show or something, because these are so cool. Michiko's Reign of Truth. This is a flashback to Michiko Kanda, which they actually just did a secret lair on, but she was from the original Kamigawa block. And she is a super great card for Commander because she prevents your opponents from attacking you, or makes them at least like think twice about attacking you. I don't know much about the saga there. Here we have the Thundering Raiju, which also completely screwed me up in the pre-release. And we got a foil uncommon. And oh, we also have an emblem for Kaito Shizuki. Move on to the next pack. Go ahead and open these. I gotta go through this fast because my camera's gonna run out of battery. My arm's already getting tired. We got some art here. God, I don't even know what card that's for, but that is super cool. We have a basic land. We've got Nezumi Blade Blesser. Has death touch as long as you control an artifact. We've got a Futurist Operative, a Scrapyard Steelbreaker, some nice alliteration there. Got a Mnemonic Sphere. I almost ran this in my deck. It's just nice and limited because it's extra card draw. Got the Arm Guard Familiar. And I know everybody really just cares about... Oh, okay. First of all, I know everybody cares about the rares, but this crab is nuts in limited. It's a counter spell for 3, but it's also just an absolute bomb when it hits the field as a 5/7 with ward 3. The guy's nuts. He should be uncommon. Thirst for Knowledge. We've got Twin Shot Sniper. We've got the Life of Toshiro Umizawa. I saw that one in the pre-release too. And we have a Soul Transfer. If you choose an artifact and enchantment, choose both. Exile a creature and return target creature from your graveyard to your hand. Not horrible for 3, honestly. I don't think it's worth much. I think the chase cards in this set are Jin-Gitaxias or Gitaxias, however you pronounce it. And we also have the new Tezzeret is really, really good. The card I'm really looking for is the Toad Rider because I built a deck on it. I actually want to make a deck list video on that. Let me know in the comments if you want to see that. Oh, we got the 6 swamp. Look how pretty that is. These swamps are so gorgeous. Just all of these basic lands in this style are so pretty. We got the Moonshot Specialist. Ninjutsu is so fun that they brought that back. Got the Aki Ronin. Heiko the General. Sunblade Samurai. I'm going to start to speed up a little bit here. Experimental Synthesizer. That's a cool looking card. I don't know if it's any good or not. Because I don't really pay that much attention to all of the leaks until the set's over. I just pay attention to all of like the chase rares and stuff until I actually get my hands on the cards. The vehicles are really fun. One of my rares from the pre-release was actually a vehicle that did some work. It becomes a clone of something that's crewing it until end of turn. It was really cool. Okiba the Reckoner Raid. And we've got March of Otherworldly Light. As an additional cost to cast this spell, you can exile any number of white cards from your hand. Exile target artifact, creature, enchantment, or mana value X res. Oh, people were talking about that. That thing's gonna see some play. And we have our Samurai token, which those are very common. The token we were looking for was gonna be the Frog token for Tatsunari Toad Rider, but some kind gentleman at the pre-release let me buy it off of him for $3. We have our art card. We already spoiled ourselves with that foil in the background. Let me straighten these up a little bit. I know they're just going to end up in messy piles anyway, but I'm such an organization freak when it comes to opening my cards. We got a basic land. We've got an uncommon. We've got the Nezumi Blade Blesser. Moon Circuit Hacker, which is... oh, that's not the one I thought it was. I thought that was the one that returns something to its hand. This one is going to see some limited play. Oh, this is the one I was thinking the other one was. It returns a creature to its owner's hand. There was a judge at my pre-release that I played against that convinced me that you could ninjutsu before blockers were declared. And I didn't lose the game because of that. And honestly, the outcome of the game wouldn't have changed at all, but it's still kind of funny that a judge messed that. He's a good guy. He's a really good guy, but it's kind of funny that that got messed up. Oh, nice. We got the, we got 2 rares here. Sick. We got the anime version of the Tatsunari Toad Rider. I can go ahead and shove that in the commander deck that I built that's currently running a proxy. That's exciting. I'm gonna set you right there. And look at how happy Look how flippin', wait for that to focus. Look how flippin' happy that frog looks. That frog is like high on something, and he is just so happy. Such a fun art for that card. Personally, the one that I really want is the borderless full art. And then here we have the Weaver of Harmony, which gives other enchantment creatures +1/+1, and you can copy an target activated or triggered ability you control from enchantment. Nice! That actually might be really useful in the Tatsunari Toad Rider deck, just to copy those constellation triggers. So here, is it activated or triggered? It is, nice. So here we have Befriending the Moths, which is a nice foil common, and then we have one of these cards. Basically like a token. So let's go ahead and move on to our next pack. What pack are we on out of how many? Probably should have looked that up or read the box before I started, but I was too excited. Here we have an art card. Got some more of those dual lands that come into play tap, which is not super useful in any format outside of limited, but really good mana fixing for limited. Got our Selfless Samurai, which again, these art treatments, these borders, look at how cool that looks. Wow. That's what really sold me on this set, just all of the art treatments and all of the additional borders and stuff. They look so cool this time around. We have a Gloom Shrieker, which I actually need for my Tatsunari Toad Rider deck, just because it's like an Eternal Witness, but for an enchantment. Oh, target permanent card from your graveyard to your hand. Oh, sick, but he's also just an enchantment creature, so it's like an enchantment E-Witness. Tales of Master Sashiro. Here we have the red channel land. Oh, we got a nice foil here too. Wow. I know it's just an uncommon, it's not worth anything, but just look how pretty that artwork is with that foiling job. That is gorgeous. I'm more excited about that than I am this red land. This was actually my pre-release promo that has the foil stamp on it, so that was a little bit disappointing. And here we have our pilot token. Tokens are underrated. When I was in college and when I was first getting into Magic, I used to throw all the tokens away. I thought they were just trash in the pack. I didn't realize the game is a whole lot more fun if you actually play with tokens rather than just dice representing your stuff. We got a nice forest. Love these full arts. Go through our commons and uncommons here. This thing did some work in the pre-release for my opponent. Again, my deck didn't really do that much work. It was not great. This guy is adorable. I want to take this Greater Tanuki home as a pet and just cuddle with it. Jeez. Here we have a Sokazan Smelter, a Dragon Spark Reactor, Long Reach of the Night, and here we have the Surge Hacker Mech. I haven't really looked much into the vehicles, but they seem really fun. When it enters the battlefield, it deals damage equal to twice the number of vehicles you control to target creature. That seems fun if you have a lot of vehicles. Guardians of Aboro. Put that there. And here we have another spirit token. Spirit tokens seem to be plentiful today. We're looking for that Tatsunari Toad Rider token, even though I already got it. I just want to see if I can get one. Oh, shaking my camera. Sorry about that, y'all. Here we have our art of, I think his name is Yoshimaru, maybe? I'm trying to remember. We have the Peerless Samurai, Kappa Tech Warrior. All I'm picturing is like people memeing on the internet or on Twitch going cap, cap, or no cap, no cap. Haha. Like they're joking or they're not joking. Common. Oh, we got a Commander Rare. This is the art card we got earlier. This is one of the Myojins in the set. These are pretty interesting. And here we have Thousand-Faced Shadow, which is one of the ninjutsu rares. It's attacking, create a token that's a copy of another target attacking creature. Enters the battlefield tap. That's pretty sick. Makes tokens that are copying your things and they're already attacking. Picture that with something crazy. I guess on Eldrazi wouldn't work because the Annihilator is an attack trigger, but you have all sorts of stuff, like if it's dealing combat damage or something, all sorts of cool triggers. Or ETBs, you can get double with that. That's going to be a fun card. Got a nice art card, which again, the art in this set, absolutely bonkers cool. Love it. So here we have our wind thing. We have an Infiltrator. Got that coiling stalker again, which I would not want him stalking outside of my window. Just saying. Got Heir of the Ancient Fang. This guy did some work in the pre-release, not for me. Again, I had him in my deck, but anytime you can get anything with Death Touch in limited, that's a good thing to put in your deck because people don't want to attack you if their thing's just gonna die. Got the Dockside Chef eating some tasty ramen. I'm a little bit jealous. I'm kind of hungry right now. Did not eat before making this video. And here we have our Behold the Unspeakable, which just draws you a bunch of cards. And we have a Scrap Welder, which allows you to sacrifice an artifact and then return one from your graveyard to the battlefield, which is always combo bait. Somebody's gonna do something really fun with that. Don't know what. Then we have a Foil Ecologist's Terrarium. Gotta watch out for the environment. And this is just one of those booster fun mini game things. I don't know why I'm holding this up against the camera and wasting so much time on that. I really just wanted it to focus. Next up, we still got a lot of this box to go through. How much time do I? Oh, we got plenty of time. I have like an hour and 23 minutes recording time for these cameras. Got, isn't this, no, this is the new Tezzeret art. I don't think we've seen any mythics yet. We got a foil regular ass forest. Fang of something or another. Dokuchi Shadow Walker. Fang of Shigeki, that guy is dope. We got Master's Rebuke. A Jukai Preserver. Walking Skies. This guy! Okay, finally. The camera's shaking again. Finally, we found one card that actually did work for me in the pre-release. This guy landed on the field. My opponent had no idea what to do about it, and it just stalled the game out until I eventually won. Great limited pick if you don't have any other bomb options. Era of Enlightenment. I love how these sagas transform into creatures after you've used them, rather than just going away. Here we have Tribute to Hirobi as our rare, which makes rats, and then turns into this beautiful glow treatment. Gain control of all rat tokens. When it attacks, you can sacrifice another creature. If you do, draw a card. Interesting. I'll look through these in more depth. Oh, we also got the Soul of Kamigawa, the new 5-color commander that is not very good, but has a really cool art. I'm actually curious to see what people do with this, you know? And then here we have a foil Tanuki, which is even more adorable than the regular one. And we got a list card. Look at that. Blood Rites. Sacrifice a creature. Wait for it to focus here. And it deals 2 damage to target creature or player. That's pretty fun. Just put that on my uncommon pile, I guess. Next. My arms are getting a little bit tired. And like my back is like all arched weird because my microphone's in the way here. I need to think of a new layout for this next time I do one of these. Here, oh, nice. We got a foil plains. That is gorgeous. Got an Imperial Subduer, a Papercraft Decoy, which is like, does that guy make an origami? We got, leaves the battlefield, pay 2 if you do draw a card. Oh, cool. So if it like dies or you bounce it, you got options. Options are always good. Got a Centipede, which is one of those neat reconfigure cards that can be an equipment. I think I'm gonna avoid playing it just because centipedes are really gross and they used to give me nightmares as a kid. Reckoner Shakedown. Got a Blade Blizzard Kitsune. Dakchu Silencer. This guy looks like he's forming like a spirit bomb or something. Take a look at that. Ooh, yeah, look at that. Oh, it's like a little rat in his hand. That's pretty cool. Then we have the Briefing of Moths and Ilganjo Uprising. People are talking about, they have no idea what they're going to use this for because it makes samurai tokens. They gain haste and menace until end of turn, but then each opponent also makes all those samurai tokens. So interesting card. It'll be fun to see what people do with it. And here we have a foil Ogre Headhelm. That kind of wrecked me in the pre-release against my first matchup. And we got a Fact or Fiction as a list card, which always useful in pretty much any blue deck you use. Not the most pricey card in the world. We haven't seen any mythics yet. Come on, box. We still got plenty of packs here though. My back is hurting. Oh, we got a shiny forest. Look at that. Let's speed this up a little bit. Heir of the Ancient Fang. An Ambusher. This quinoa. That's like a bodybuilding rice alternative. Moonschnare Prototype. Network Terminal. Got an Automated Artificer. Got some uncommons here. Mech Hanger is going to be a fun card. Jonathan Young, I think, revealed this card, and he's a musician that I really like. He does these death metal Disney remixes that are really fun. So shout out to that guy. Fall of the Lord of Kanda. Oh. And then we got the Biting Palm. I'm sorry, my arm is getting like super tired here. I know y'all want to see the rare, what it does. Enters the battlefield with a menace counter on it. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, you may remove a menace counter from it, and when you do, that player reveals their hand and you exile a card from it. Sick. Pretty good for a 3-cost ninjutsu. And we got a foil uncommon. We're getting a lot of list hits here. Not great ones, but we got a blood pet. Look how cute it is. I would buy him from the pet store since nobody else probably would. Goes in the common pile. So got plenty of boosters to get through here. This takes a lot of time. Let's just speed this up a little bit. I know I keep saying that, but then I keep talking. That is sick. I would love a poster of that for my wall. Let's try to find those mythics. Where the mythics at? We got some ninjutsu dudes. We got an ambusher. The ninja's kunai has some interesting use if you're building like a modified deck in limited. You can get those modified triggers, then you can also just throw it at someone's face and there's nothing they can do about it. They can't even block it like a regular person would with a kunai. Essence capture. And we've got Behold the Unspeakable. And our rare is another artifact vehicle. Attacks, you may sacrifice another artifact or creature. If you do, put a +1/+1 counter on it, and it gains menace until end of turn. That's pretty cool. I always thought crew was the amount of creatures you had to tap to use it, but it's the power of the creatures that you tap to use it. So that's a lot more interesting. I learned that today. Put that away. Number next. We still haven't seen any mythics though. Like, I don't think we're halfway through the box. But anyway. This fancy art card. I really like the art cards. I don't know that they're super useful for anything, but they are pretty to put in a binder or something. Maybe they'll be worth something someday. Kind of doubt it though. I don't think they have any value because they don't have any gameplay value unless they add like you may summon an art card to the playing field card. I don't see that happening though. We got the white channel land. That's 2 of the channel lands, the less expensive ones. This guy is really cool. He makes your enchantments 1 less to cast. That's gonna be great in any enchantress deck. And here, no token. That's just a trash card. On our next pack here, going in, we have another beautiful art card, a regular ass swamp, Shadow Walker, Ronin, Peerless Samurai. I'm holding them up above here because I like the everything else being out of focus, but damn, my arm is tired. Go Shintai of Ancient Wars. That's a shrine creature. It's really cool that they're doing shrine creatures now to make shrines a little bit more playable because there just aren't a whole... Oh, that's 2 shrines. Set boosters, I believe, do things that are related to each other in the booster, which is kind of a nice touch. The shrine... Oh, we got our first mythic. Shishiro, the Shattered Blade. I haven't actually seen this one. This is a commander mythic. Whenever an aura or equipment enters the battlefield under your control, create a 2/2 red spirit creature token with menace. Instead, put a +1/+1 counter on each modified creature. That's pretty cool. Whenever... Oh, yeah, so you're going to make a lot of tokens with this guy. That's pretty neat. Here we have another vehicle. These people are driving around in style. I just got my 2013 Honda Civic, and these guys are like, I'm in a mech. All sorts of cool stuff. And then this fancy card right here. Number next. Oh, we got our first mythic. It's a commander mythic, which is kind of weird. Not even part of the real set. I got this fancy art. It's horizontal. We got an island. Not the island I'd actually prefer, though. The other island is a more simplistic art style. Or more simplistic drawing. Like, it's not so cluttered with detail. They're both beautiful. I just prefer the other one. Jukai Trainee is useful. Favor of Jukai. Gift of Wrath. Dragon Spark Reactor. Patchwork Automaton. Azusa's Many Journeys. These sagas did a lot more work in the pre-release than I thought they would, because you can play the saga, turn it into the creature, attack with the creature, and then jutsu out the creature and play the saga again to get double benefit from it. It's really cool. The Restoration of a Ganjo is our rare this time. That goes in the rare pile, not the uncommons. And we got Duchuku Shadow, Duchuki, the hell? Dokuchi Shadow Walker. He probably would have killed me with that sword for mispronouncing his name there. I think we got one of those booster fun cards. Next. I haven't seen any of the chase pulls either. We got the Tatsunari Toad Rider art. Look how happy that frog looks. It's cute. We got the other swamp. I think this is the one that I actually prefer out of the two, although both of the swamps are A tier. Got Reinforced Ronin, a Grafted Growth, Careful Cultivation, Seasonal Renewal, Bamboo Grove Archer, did some work in the pre-release. We got the Patchwork Automaton. This guy makes artifacts cheaper, which is going to be good in just about any artifact deck you're on as long as you got those two colors in Commander. Replication Specialist, Befriending the Moths, and our rare is Rizona Azari Commander, which is has Commander in the name, so I guess he'd probably make a pretty fun Commander. And that's that pack. Moving on to the next one. I'm just gonna have plastic wrappers all over my apartment after this, and that's fine. This is, yeah, that's right side up now. Got another forest. No, it's upside down. Are you kidding me? What did I do wrong? Why are you doing this to me, wizards? We got Sky Blessed Samurai. We have a Nezumi Blade Blesser, Kaito's Pursuit. We've got Tamio's Compilation, Tamio's Safekeeping, which is crazy that she turned into a Phyrexian. Maybe we'll actually pull her in this box. Upriser Renegade, Flame Discharge. We got a Kumano Faces Kakazan. And for a rare, we have a Scrap Welder again, which we already got one of those. It's the one that trades it from the graveyard. Oh, we got a rare list card too. Which again, I'm very tired. But here we have a Whisper Steel Dagger. Deals count damage to a player. Cast a creature spell from that player's graveyard this turn. You may spend mana as that's interesting. I'd honestly be curious to look that one up, see how much it's worth. Seems kind of fun to play with. It's like a reanimation thing on an equipment from your opponent's graveyards specifically. That is like a really creepy cave painting. That guy has nightmare issues for life after that. Got a forest, a Moon Circuit Hacker again with a really cool art treatment. Blade Blizzard Kitsune, a Ganjo Exemplar. Jukai Trainee. I can't pronounce any of this. I feel like I'm like insulting these poor innocent creatures. They're not even people, they're creatures, because that's how magic works. Colossal Sky Turtle. The Fall of Lord Kanda, again, with me. Oh, this is a different one. Oh. We got the Kami War, another mythic. I think our first mythic from the actual set. Let me put mythics in another pile over here. But this is a neat saga that transforms into Okagachi Made Manifest. Neat. Oh, we also got the Weaver of Harmony, which gives our enchantments +1/+1, but it's shiny and in the fancy glow treatment. That is beautiful. Put that right there. Oh, wait. Oh, we got an Invisible Stalker as a nice list card. I played in Standard and Original Innistrad. What a fun creature. Next. I feel like I should go get the other mythic and put it in our mythic pile. Here we have Tezzeret doing some... No, that's not Tezzeret. That's one of the ninja dudes. We got the island that I really like. God, that art is gorgeous. Look at that. I want to get like a whole bunch of foil versions of this one and just bling out all of my blue decks. Because I have trouble playing decks without blue in Commander. People will tell you. Undercity Scrounger, Upriser Renegade, Flame Discharge, yet again, that cursed card. It's just a Myojin of Towering Might. Now we have two of the Myojins, we have a blue one and a green one. They're commander cards. Then Kami of Transience. Whenever you cast an enchantment spell, put a +1 counter on it. And then at the beginning of your step, an enchantment was put into your graveyard from the battlefield this turn, you may return Kami to your hands. That's pretty sick. That actually played against me in the pre-release as well. Look at that foiling treatment. Wow, it's too bad it might be a Pringle in like a week. And here we have a spirit token, which there's a lot of different spirits in Kamigawa. We'll hit those mythics. We'll either get that Boseju or some mythics or something. Look at that dragon boy or girl. We don't want to assume gender here. Have Blade Blizzard Kitsune, Iron Hoof Boar, Thundersteel Colossus, Light the Way, Mobilizer Mech. I feel like we've seen a lot of the commons and uncommons now, so we can just kind of skip through these and get to the fancy rares. We got Spirit Sister's Call. I haven't actually seen this one. Beginning of your end step, choose target permanent card in your graveyard. You may sacrifice a permanent that shares a card type with it. If you do, return the chosen card from your graveyard to the battlefield, and it gains if this permanent would leave the battlefield. Exile it instead of putting it anywhere else. So it's like a tradesies kind of deal. You can trade like a treasure token, and you can get a Blightsteel Colossus. That's pretty fun. Although, good luck making... Oh, I guess you have Smothering Tide to make treasures. For 5, that is not a bad deal. This is definitely playable. It needs to go in... Oh, man, I've not been keeping my foils separate. I'm a bad pile sorter. I'm sorry, guys, and girls, and everyone in between. All right, I think we have like one more layer of boosters after these next 3. And then we can call it quits for this. We have this dragon art. See if we can get any of the monetarily valuable cards out of this box. If not, I'll just go cry myself to sleep. Like I said, I think we can start going quickly through the commons and uncommons here, just to save y'all's time. If I see anything interesting, I'll talk about it. I really, really like these shrines. I don't know if I'm going to use them for anything. It's just always cool to see the classification of card get more support. So see what other people do with it. I have lost 2 shrine decks at my local game store. Of course, he won using Approach of the Second Sun. Oh, we got Farewell. Some guy actually wanted to trade for this earlier tonight, but I didn't have one, and now I do. So that's pretty cool. Probably see some commander play at least. Fang of Shigeki, but foil. Love the Death Touch. And we got another list card. Spell Swindle. Counter target spell. Create X colorless treasure artifact tokens where X is that spell's converted mana cost. They have Sacrifice this artifact. Add 1 mana of any color to your mana pool. Nice. So, good way to make treasures for 5 mana. I don't know if 5 mana counter spells are really playable though. I've tried running them in decks and they always just stay in my hand. I never find a way to use them. I'm also not much of a counterspell player though. More of a do things and react to things rather than countering things from happening kind of person. Dragonfly suit, another mech. This guy was great in the pre-release. He put +1s on my things. What a nice guy. Going through all these commons and uncommons. And here we got the Blade of Oni, which is a reconfigure. It's a 3/1 with Menace, and the equipped creature has power and toughness 5/5 Menace, and is a black demon in addition to its other colors and types. We're getting the weird mythics, not the ones that are worth anything, but the ones that people are gonna find ways to do cool things with, and that's fine by me. Honestly, the one thing I really wanted out of this box was a copy of Tatsunari Toad Rider, and we got that, so I'm pretty happy here. Oh, we've got like 2 more rows of packs. We got tons of packs left. How many are in a set box? We'll have to look that up after we're done opening this. Here we have some machinery. Oh, it's a mouse. Look at the little mouse. He's cute. He's gonna go kill some people now. Here I go killing again. Moon Circuit Hacker. Got a Relentless Samurai. Kaito's Pursuit. It's gonna... Tamiyo's Completion is very good as a removal spell in Limited, by the way. I mostly only play Commander. I occasionally do drafts and sealed because my local game store, Super Games in Alpharetta, by the way, if you're interested. March of the Swirling Mist. It will up to X target creatures phase out. That's honestly really useful if there's like a board wipe coming, and it's at instant speed. I can see that seeing some play in Commander at least. Yeah, so my local game store, Super Games in Alpharetta, if you ever want to come say hi to me. Really, really cool store, really great group of people. But they do a sealed league on Sunday, every single Sunday, $25 to enter. You get 6 booster packs, build a deck on the spot. This Sunday they're doing it as the pre-release, but every Sunday it's crazy, and they just switch up the sets that they do. It's not always the most recent one. Sometimes they do some older sets. Sometimes they do chaos. It's really cool. A really fun way to practice your limited deck building skills. Here we have the glow treatment for the Lion Sash, which is an equipment cat with reconfigure. And oh, this is the one that is a permanent card. If you just +1/+1 for each +1/+1 counter on Lion Sash. That's really cool. This is Graveyard Hate. This is like the Ooze. God, the name is escaping me. Someone tell me how much of an idiot I am in the comments. Ooh, we got the Green Dragon. I actually pulled one of this out of my prize packs from the pre-release. Now I have two, I guess. Put them in two separate green decks. Oh, he goes in the Mythic pile. Here we have the Network Terminal. And another list card. We're getting a lot of list cards tonight. Not like really good ones, but you know? I'd love that Sensei's Divining Top, but any list card is better than another worthless, like, just text play arena card. Because I'm not going to play arena. You can't pay me enough to do that. And you could. Everyone has a price. But I'm saying, if you all want to pay me to play arena, I totally would. But I guess my entire argument is kind of moot now. I got Silver Fur. Is that uncommon? It is. Reality Hoist. Such cool names for cards. You think they'd run out of ideas. Eater of Virtue. Whenever this creature dies, exile it. Oh, whenever equipped creature. Oh, cool. So it gets abilities from whatever has been exiled from the blade. That's really cool. Seems useful, honestly. I'm kind of giving up on the foil sorting. I've been doing a really bad job of that. Open this next one here. We've got some like weird ass possessed girl. She looks like she's gonna, oh, she's like growing a plant or something. She's a good guy. She's helping us breathe oxygen by making more plants. I thought she was like possessed by like a demon spirit or something. We're gonna have to call ah, man, my mind just blanks out when I'm on camera, huh? We're gonna have to call the, not the extortionist, exorcist. That's the word I was looking for. More cheaper artifacts. The replication specialist. Boseju reaches skyward. This one, super good. It gets +1/+1 for every single land you control. It gets nuts late game. And honestly, won me the game. We have an Ogre Head Helm and an Intercessor's Arrest. We're getting a few duplicates here, and none of the money cards. Come on, Wizards, hook me up. Oh, we already got a decent amount of mythics, just not the right mythics. I was really hoping for a Tez. Get that Tez magic in here. Got some beautiful art, some cliffs. I'm just gonna start putting these in the second pile to save space for things from toppling over, you know? Okiba salvage. Where's that money card, Wizards? This might be just a bust of a box in terms of monetary value. But you know, if you just want money value and you're buying magic cards, just buy the singles that you want, honestly. If you're buying a box, buy the box because you enjoy opening boxes. Or buy a draft box because you like drafting with your friends. Return target permanent card from your graveyard to your hand. So it's like an E-Witness with ninjutsu. That's cool. Kind of. Pillaging Horde. My computer's beeping at me here. Comes into play from your hand. Discard a card at random for your hand or destroy Pillaging Horde. And it's a 5/5. Look, so you got the classic like attack and defense symbols on there. That's really cool. Got two more packs here. Then we'll wrap this up. I don't think we're going to get any money pulls, y'all. That's a little bit unfortunate. But that's okay. We'll be back with a collector's box next week where we can also not get any money pulls. Got another mountain. I like the other art better. Got a common, another common, another common, another common, uncommon, uncommon, common. And here we have the Thousand Face Shadow, but in the fancy treatment, so that's pretty nice. And we got Light Paws, which this, not a financially important card, but this card is nuts to play against. Some guy had a deck that he built with it at the store last weekend. It was like CEDH viable, I think. Maybe not CEDH, but it was like an 8.5, I think, on the power scale. You just get to tutor every single turn. It's extremely powerful. Last pack. So we did not see the Tez. We did not see the Jin-Gitaxias. That's a little bit unfortunate. I don't have the best luck opening packs in general, though. I just enjoy cracking wrappers. That fancy glow tree. It's upside down now. Got a land. Got a Peerless Samurai. A Shrine Steward. Wonder if anybody ever names their kid. Like, you hear people's names are Stu. I wonder if that's like for steward. And I know it's a job, but I got a Ruthless Technomancer. When it enters the battlefield, sacrifice another creature. If you do, create a number of treasure tokens. Oh, this guy was seeing all sorts of conversation on Twitter as basically use him to sacrifice the Dockside Extortionist and then sacrifice 2 treasure tokens to bring the Dockside Extortionist back or whatever. It's gross. Super gross. We got another Alliance Sash. We did not hit any of the big hitters. It got kind of a dud of a box in terms of financial value. But regardless, I had a lot of fun opening it and looking through these cards. So I think we're gonna call it right there. Thanks for those of you who stuck around to the end of the video. If you enjoy this kind of video or want to see more Magic content in general, just hit that like and subscribe button down below the video. If you don't, then don't. It's pretty easy. You don't even have to hit the dislike button because nobody can see the dislikes anyway. It's pointless. Anyway, I'll be back with hopefully some deck list videos and definitely a collector's box opening when I can get my hands on one of those next week on the actual release date. I don't really feel like driving down to Duluth to go to a premium store to get a collector's box right now during pre-release weekend because driving in Duluth will give me a brain aneurysm. Everybody there is awful at it. But y'all have a great night or day whenever you're watching it, whenever I upload it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all next time.